This game is like no other. It's one of the best survival games I've ever played. On the surface, it looks like Minecraft. However, it couldn't be more different. Everything is so much more complex, more threatening, but so much more rewarding. The goal is to survive and hopefully make it to the next spring. Winter is incredibly dangerous and food is limited, so you have to prepare. This is the start of our journey. So welcome back. Last video we got this entire thing up. Holy crap, that was a lot of work. And it needs so much more. I think today's plan is to get the little side pieces that I was talking about up. We're going to be covering up a lot of this. You know, if I thought about that while I was building it, I would have saved myself a lot of work. But yeah, that's something that we'll be doing today. On top of that, I want to get a roof up. Maybe we'll fill in the second floor. Just a floor. Nothing else. Maybe I'll get a floor down here. Maybe some glass. A door. You know, we're trying to take it slow, okay? That is my goal for today. We might even do more. I'm not sure about that. Another thing I'd really like to do is get this path, branch it off into these doorways, and also remove the path. Replace it with something else. We might end up doing that. Ooh, is the flax done? I bet you it's done by now. Let's go have a look. Oh yeah, it's done. Let's get all this harvested. We're gonna be making big windmills over there, so I need all the flax. However, I can't plant it here again, so I might just go put it in the greenhouses. That sounds like a plan. And there we go. So much flax, so much grain. 130 seeds. Well, I'll go plant them in the greenhouses. At least we'll get some. Oh god. Okay, gotta clear this first. And there we go. I do need to poke some holes. There's one, and there's two. Now let's get everything planted. There we go. Now that that's done, we'll be able to harvest a ton more later, and we're one step closer to getting the windmills up. That smithy's gonna be huge. Imagine 4 of these. Make the smithy 4 times as fast, or at least powerful. I don't know about speed, but we'll see. But anyway, let's put away all this. We're gonna need a dedicated flax box. For now, we'll go in here, throw this in there, and all the grain. There we go. So before we get to work on the base, I have something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and we're gonna go exploring. Basically, what I want to do is go through the teleporter, and then go look for a bunch of the better ruins. There's a bunch of loot out there for us. Hold on, I can actually look at it. Yeah, look at this. Better ruins. There's a whole bunch of recipes that we can get. Do any of these matter? I'm not sure. But these, I want to go and try to find some of those. And we shall. So let me grab a bunch of food. So I grabbed a bunch of food. Wait, it's only fresh for 3 more days. Okay, we'll take 4 then. That'll be fine. And let's head to the other side. Now, somebody did say something about a tower. Look at all the snow. Apparently, there's a really cool tower. Oh, wait. Imagine if we went over here. By the way, what I was trying to say... Oh. Okay, let's get out here. I'll explain what I was going to say upstairs. Alright, we're up. I did see a tower. I think it was up this way, but I figured we could just run over there real quick. And if I don't see it or anything else, we can just run to there. So let's start making our way over. Or screw it, do I just go to there? It's already very far. Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna go to the blue marker. Hopefully we find something big. Either way, we're going to the village, so it'll be interesting to see what we find. Anyway, I'm gonna keep heading that way, and if I find anything cool, I'll let you guys know. And if not, the next time you'll see me is at the village. So, see you guys in a bit. Oh, I think we just found something. What is that? Well, let's go check it out. This is cool, but I'm more curious about the... Hello? Is that an enemy? Please tell me that's a structure. We're gonna be cautious about this. I don't think that's an enemy. Oh, that's like a burnt down house. Ooh, a vessel. Don't mind if I do. And it was a shovel. I mind. Let me out. I'm gonna get close. What are you? What are you? Okay. Apparently it's brass. That is insanely cool. I need to add something like that to the base. How are the eyes like that? Oh, I can just pick that up. I am gonna be stealing the faces. We'll keep that and let's go in here. Get the bow out. I know these places can be dangerous. Oh man, this is so cool. What is this? Debarked log, okay. Ruined tools, ooh, okay. Parsnip, hey, I'll take this stuff. That's pretty cool. Block and tackle. Oh, broken anvil. A barricade. Ooh, black hole. You know what? We will grab it. It's free. Why not? Let's go up. Let me up. Oh, I had it. Let me up. I did not have it. What? Did I not jump? Maybe that. Come on. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, we're up. Okay, nothing that way. We shall follow the wall. Ooh, torch holder. Fine. A rack. This goes up. A ruined lantern. Nothing up here. The braziers, but I really don't care anymore. Plus, I'm definitely not repairing them out here. Hop over here. There is a box. A painting. A top hat. A lore book. Ooh, a scribe hood. A scroll. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, a sheep's skull mask. I don't even think that's part of a mod. Oh yeah, vintage beef. That's the stuff that I can't spoil. I gotta try that out. Does it go there? No, there. There. Oh. Oh my. And I can keep the little helmet on. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that, but for now I will. Anything else? Some cool bookshelves. And yeah, that seems to be about it. This place was so worth it. And we got a cow painting. We will absolutely be throwing that down somewhere. And now my inventory is full. That's fine. We still got a mission. So anyway, see you guys at the next one. Or see you at the village. Ooh, I think I found another one. Yep, this looks pretty cool. Got a seed vessel. Anything cool? No cabbages. Ooh, more soybeans. I'll take that. Anything else for me? Not really. Let me climb up here real quick. See if anything's hidden. Ooh, a chest. A chute. Ooh, riding gloves. I'll take that. Anything else? No, that seems about it. Okay, onward to the next one. Oh, hey guys. So here I was just running around. I forgot I found this. And I figured I needed to show you guys this. It would have been a really big shock if I just never mentioned it. Doesn't really add anything, but it looks cool. And that's enough for me. But damn, does it look nice out today. Look at the moon and all the little fireflies around us. It's magical. I'm probably walking into a bear right now as we speak. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. But anyway, we've made it so far. This is easily the farthest we've ever been. This was the previous farthest we've ever been. And we have gone so much farther than it. We're getting there. I should be able to get there by tomorrow morning. And I'm pretty excited to see what we're going to find. I literally have no idea what it's going to be other than the fact that it's called Village. I really hope it's an above ground village. And I hope there isn't much for me to do there because my inventory is full. We shall find out very soon, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. I'll see you guys in a bit. I think I'm walking up on something. It's very dark. Yep, I definitely am. I hear a bunch of stuff walking. Alright, it's dangerous. Let me heal real quick. And let's go in. Hello? That's a cool bed. There's resin in there. There's a box down there. Let me close that. Screw it, close. You sound... Yeah, there's definitely some down there. We shall go up even further. Oh. A ruined locust. Dead body. Loot. Oh, a scarf. Some alchemist boots. I don't need the resin. Looking for torch holders. Let's go down. Hey guys, I need you to get out of here. I'm going down there. Come on. There he is. He's dead. Oh. I just got hit by something. Was it like this? Oh, I can't stand... Oh, metal spikes. Okay. Die. Die. Oh. Oh, torch holder. That's mine. That's the third one. Oh, I can't get in there. Well, this place has been looted. I think there was another building. Okay, well, this place was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Aw, man, my world does have oceans. Look at that. I yearn for the water. I want to become a boat person. This looks cool, but nothing. We're so close, guys. Easily the longest journey I've ever had to do. And we've almost made it. I'm sure it'll be super worth it. And I won't be able to hold any of it. But we shall see. Oh, is that it? I think that's the village. Wait, is it like functional? Are live people in there? Hold up. It doesn't look damaged. There's actual windmills going. There's no way that there's actual people in there, right? Not a chance. Okay, let me enter. It did. No way. This is not what I was expecting. What the? Oh my, that is so cool. Guys, what the? Do you think I can pick that up? Will she get mad at me? Can I talk to you? I need inventory space. I have so many questions. What can I get rid of? Okay, cattails. Put that away. Let me talk to you. I can? She can repair my gear? Wait, can you? You can? Wait, she actually can. Alright, that is nuts. What is this place? This is Nadiya? That's what I'm gonna call it. There's a forge in Nadiya. She works at the forge. Nadiya is a village filled with things like this forge. If you are interested, you should go find those things and give me a moment of peace. Alright. Well, we're gonna go explore, guys. Ah. Oh. Okay, they're gonna get mad at me, right? So, I don't know that for sure. So, I'm not gonna loot it until I've done some things at least. Oh. There's an entire field. Bro. Could you just come here right at the start and then just live here with them? Now I want to live here with them. Abandon our big base and then move over here. This is awesome. Look at him just doing his thing. I need to go find more people to talk to. Who's in here? This seems like a shop. Oh, look at that. I need one of those for my base. I have to know what's in here. I can't. Okay, so I can't loot everything. I think I just got something. No? Look at that. Look at my hand. It goes in there for like a split second. Can I read it? If I spam it? No. Alright, good to know. I can't steal from them. That won't stop me from trying. There's so many chests. Imagine what's in them. Oh, here's a dude. He looks like a chef. Oh crap, I picked these back up. Alright, buddy. Can you make me food? Oh, he's a trader. He's got some cool vessels. There's an auction house. Oh, I think that's part of a mod that I have for multiplayer. Knife. I can't take it. I think the auction house is part of a mod, but this is all vanilla. I'm mostly sure of it. I'm like 99.9% sure of it. Hey, what have you got to trade? Oh, nothing? Oh, yeah, okay. Bunch of cool clothes. That cannot be a peasant hat. That hat is way too nice to be a peasant hat. That is all I'm saying. Oh, look at you. Can you play me music? Alright, well, you're not a trader. She has stories we might want. If that requires reading, then I say no. I have done the archives. An incredible ancient library. I faced a raging metal giant. And I defeated it. Now she's gonna write a tale about us. And she seems pretty happy about that. Okay. Win-win. People just find me interesting, I guess. How did they... Oh, there's like a little tavern. Ma'am. Where? Ma'am. Come back. Hold on. I'm gonna go track her down. By the way, look at the windows. That is neat. Yeah, I need that on my base. Ma'am. There you are. What have you got? A necklace, a bracelet, another necklace. She really likes her necklaces. Blue cheese. If I had a gear, I would buy it. Alright, well, I'll leave you be. Ooh, look at that base. Hey, can I let their animals out? I can. I'm not evil, okay? Let's not do that. I will go over here, though. Watch me get trapped. I gotta assume it's possible. Hello, sir. Ma'am, I mean. I'm sorry, Lena. Lena? That's all I can ask is her name. Will you attack me? Can I attack you? Can I attack any of you? I don't want to screw up my game, but I'm so curious. Anything to trade, buddy? Oh yeah, I've already talked to you. Ooh, you look like an armor trader. I'm looking to stay here for a while, dude. I'm calling everybody dude today. I need some supplies. Anybody selling? Okay, how am I supposed to say that name? Agnieszka. That sounds about right. Wait, you not selling me anything? You seem like you have stuff to sell me. I'll look for Agnieszka. Ooh, that is cool. I think that's the antlers. I have some of those. I could do that in my base. Man, I need to work on those beams. I need beams. They're just such a pain to work with. I did actually... Ooh. Ooh. Oh. What did I just see? Oh, that's just a man. I thought there was some creepy thing in the back. I mean, he might be creepy. Let's go talk to him. Hey, dude, are you a creep? Oh, he sells paintings. Alright, my bad. You're not creepy one bit. Wonder if I can destroy this stuff. I cannot. Bro, I'd be doing him a favor. It's all destroyed. Let's talk to you. Hi, Laura. Goodbye, Laura. Oh, she's got sunflowers. I can't loot that, can I? Nope. My plan of living here and stealing all their stuff is... It's not working. To be fair, I don't think they're great at farming. You can't really see it on extra info, but for a second you can see that everything's in the red. They're amateurs. What's your name, buddy? Norbert. That's a good name. How about you? Indira? Indra? Something like that? We'll go back in. That's a cool tree to plant. Can I do that? I know that there was pots. I didn't know I could do that. Can't loot this. I hope I'm not missing anything, and I think I'm gonna war claw. Hey, Worklaw. I don't know if there's anything integral to the story or something. I feel like there's gotta be. Can I pick that up? Hold on, I keep picking these cattails up. Pick up. Nope. Alright, who seems like a village leader? Guys, I don't think your windmill's working out too well. I could easily fix it. These poor guys, they're hammering things out by hand. Oh, look at that. I want that as a smithy. I don't want an anvil. I want to be working on this. But they also use that. Well, look at this. Alright, that's something that Vintage Store needs to get done ASAP. Is let me make my own anvils like this. I want to be working on that. I wonder if I can. Can I pick that? No. It's possible. I can't grab that? Nope. Do you guys have any village elders or something I can speak to? Trying to find out what our next quest thing is. He can give me a haircut. Interesting. You're a barber surgeon. Just don't call you Barbara, okay? This is apparently the greatest bastion of civilization within a decent walking distance. I'm sorry, I don't consider this walking distance. You don't know what I went through to get here. You're crazy. Oh, this has to be the village leader, right? This looks like a manor. Hello? Anybody here? Basement. What you got? Oh, no. No, I don't like this. Well, let's continue down. What could go wrong? Oh, they got like a secret exit. Alright, let's go back in. Man, my house doesn't have a secret exit. It's so lame compared to these guys. We got all the bread required. Now this is a cellar. If only I had the aged blocks. Alright, let's find our way upstairs. Anybody? Anybody at all? I'm here to speak to your leader if you're here. Do you guys have a leader? Possibly in there? Not here. Not here. This is so cool. I just heard somebody open the door. There you are! Oh, it's a hunter. Do you have anything to trade? Do you sell food? Leather. He is selling one food. Not much else though. This seems like a granary or a food storage place. Not exactly a manor for the town chief or something. That's what I thought it was gonna be. So I don't think I'm gonna find what I want to find in there. Well, this place is so cool. But I think we're gonna head out. I haven't seen anything that looks like a quest. This might be the goal of all the questing. I'm not entirely sure about that. I do believe there's a couple more things that we can do in terms of story quests, but from what you guys have told me is I need to go talk to a luxury trader to go get them. This place was never brought up, so my guess is that I'm not really looking for anything here. This is just a really cool outpost with a bunch of traders, stuff like that. So anyway, this completely blew my expectations out of the park. I was expecting a couple abandoned ruined buildings, and we found a whole village. So yeah, we're gonna head out. We're going back to the base. It's gonna be a long journey, but we'll be fine. I have a feeling that we'll have to revisit this at some point. It'd be cool to find some translocator. And if I did miss anything there that is actually important, please let me know and I will revisit this place. But it's gotta be like quest-wise. Or maybe there's a super cool blueprint or something over there that I really need, but I'm not gonna just make this journey back here to get something that we don't really need. So anyway, I'm gonna start walking back and I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back. I gotta get all this stored away. I do have that painting. I feel like the painting should go up here. Can I just put it like there? Supposedly that's a cow. I can kind of see it. There's like a person here. I can't make out what that is. That's definitely a cow. A tree maybe? Either way, wonderful. I do have this really cool mask. However, I don't think I'm gonna be using it. I did get 3 torch holders and I know exactly where I want to put them. Can I put it here and still walk here? Yep. So one there. One there, and one there. I don't have torches yet, but I'll put them in there. And the rest can be put away. I did pick up a bunch of berries. We're just gonna throw that in the rot bucket. You know, I should try cooking some. I mean, it's already spoiling. Not these, though. Yeah, we'll cook some. I did forget to do that last time. I think I just throw them there. We'll get some wood. We'll just throw the wood in. Torch. Light. And there we go. Oh, crap. It needs to go in an oven. Okay, let's pick that back up. Let's get the wood. We'll just try this one out. So let's light. And we'll let that heat up. By the way, I did get some other cool stuff. Like this. Not so cool right now. Hold on. Like this. It's the wrong way. Okay, there. Look at that. It's like a little face. What I could potentially do is like that. That is pretty cool. Can I do that with that as well? Yeah, I just need the wrench. Okay, hold on. I'll go grab it. Come on. Alright, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it or not, but for now I'll leave it. I shall put it like right here. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I could try to chisel out some more. We might end up doing that. Alright, so we need to put the rest away. So just give me a second. Okay, we're about good now. Let's throw this in there. We can throw 4 in at a time. And I wonder if I can burn it. Guess we'll find out. Oh, some of it's done. I'm gonna grab 3. And we're just gonna leave that one in there. See if it burns. But yeah, it gives 50. It lasts for 71 days. Let me throw it down here. See what it does. 1.4 years. However, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Simply because it needs to go in the oven. And it definitely takes a lot more effort to do it than if I were to just throw it in a fire pit. And I don't think it's gonna burn. So I'll take it. And I can eat it. That's always an option for us. I'm gonna throw this in there. By the way, my pies are turning into rot. It's a bit unfortunate. I was eating all the berries when I was out. But now that we did some adventuring, we're gonna go work on the base a bit. Wow, this mask looks awful. I shall take it off. Oh no, don't look at me. My face looks so smooth. Let me go fix that. Much better. So anyway, we're gonna get to work on that. But that means I need a ton of resources. The plan here is to do the sides right now. And then maybe a little entrance right there. I don't think it's gonna cost as much as like this wall, because this had a lot of little trim. I expect the side facing out this way to basically be mostly glass, a little bit of trim, a little bit of the ashlar. The sides are definitely gonna have trim, but I don't think as much as this. And I have decided I'm gonna make it about that tall and have that little roof slanting down onto it. So it should be a lot easier to make than this giant structure that we made. And I gotta do both sides of this. So I need to go get a whole bunch more ashlar and maybe like 1 good vein of blue clay. You know, I didn't see any blue clay when we were out. What a shame. To be fair, I wasn't really looking for it. However, I keep having to go further and further that way. I'm thinking about going that way. So that sounds like a plan to me. So let's head out and let's go get that blue clay. Oh. Okay, that's actual blue clay. For a second, because it's so foggy, I thought that was red clay. See, from right here, it looks sort of reddish. Ever so slightly, but it seems like a pretty good chunk of it. Got a ruin here with a vessel, a bamboo, and a survival book with a 1.25 XP. Very nice, because we needed that. So anyway, let me clear this up real quick. Makes it a lot easier for you guys to see through the time lapse. I'm trying to get better at the time lapses. I'm sorry that they've been so jank so far. I'm really bad with trying to figure out the right angles, stuff like that. But I'm trying. One day it might even look sort of okay. That's all we can ask for. Alright, I think we're good. I'm just gonna grab a bit of dirt real quick. I like to fill in the water around this with dirt. Makes it a lot easier so I'm not fighting with water the entire time. That's a nil hero tip for you guys. Okay, surely a stack will do. Get that filled in. Alright, I think we're good. It definitely seems like a big patch all the way from right there to over here. But anyway, I'm gonna get it all dug up. So see you guys in a bit. And welcome back. I cleared it all. We got plenty. However, I'm not exactly sure how far this will get us, but we'll try. I do have some creamy bricks back at the base anyhow, so I think it'll be a good start anyway. But now I gotta make my way back to the base, so I'm gonna get to it. And we're back. Now we gotta cook up all the blue clay, so let's go. Alright, so let's get it in. Oh, I completely forgot I had another full bake. Alright, well, sick. This'll help out a ton. Let's go ahead and pick it up real quick. There we go. Now we can start placing this down. And there we go. We do have some extras, so we'll do what we can over here. Alright, sick. Let's go get some wood. Let's get that chopped up. That'll be plenty. And let's get this filled up. Guys, I think I hear a pig. I think it's in that hole. Yeah, there's a little baby pig. Hey, buddy. Hold on. Hopefully he doesn't despawn. Buddy, are you still here? He is. Come on, get in there. Oh yeah, I gotta hit him. I feel so bad. We did it. We saved a little pig. You know what? He's not even going in there because we don't need another one. He shall be our house pet. Just gonna release him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh crap, no. Okay. I gotta remember to keep closing the doors now. Close that one as well. And that one. So yeah, now we got a little house pet. I need some sort of airlock here. Don't you go down there. I know you're trying to escape. Don't you do it. He's gonna need a name. His name is obviously Jim. He looks like a Jim. It's a piglet, so I don't know if you're a sow or a boar. No idea. So now that we have that done, I'll just place that there. What I gotta go do is I gotta get a bunch of ashlar. We have some here. I never harvested that. Luckily, I got plenty already. So we got our plugs. We're gonna say goodbye to Jim. Hey, Jim, I'll be back in a bit. Don't you despawn. You just continue to be here. Oh yeah, the portal's down here. Let's head through it. And let's head up the ladder. By the way, I was trying to harvest this as far up as we possibly could because my sanity goes down there. And even where I am right now. So I went pretty far up. That way that wouldn't be an issue. This is where I was doing it. It's so dark. Another issue is the fact that I can't see. And I believe this has to do with the sanity or something like that. And it was really bad for the little time lapse that I was doing of getting all this. I believe there's bauxite above us. Wait, is there more granite above the bauxite? That would be so ideal. Oh, there is. No, that's conglomerate. Alright, well, we do gotta stay down here. So, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna try to grab a whole bunch of this. I should have brought ladders. Wait, I got some here. I can just pick these up and use them. Wait, no, that goes up to the surface. Here. It's so hard to see in here. That'll do it. 12 should be fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, I think that'll be plenty. Oh, wow, that was loud. Is that a bad sign? Does that mean I need to get more? Oh, wow, I can see over here. What is happening? Do you see this? I go over here and everything gets real dark. This is so weird. Anyway, let's get out of here through the portal. And I need to start turning this into ashlar. So I'm gonna get that done real quick. And I'll see you guys once we're ready to start building. We're not gonna immediately start at a time lapse. We're gonna do a little bit of workshopping before I do anything like that. And then later on we'll get to the time lapse. But I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get all this ready. And there we go. Man, we've gotten so much. This isn't even close to all of it. It takes a while after you chisel it all down to pick it all up. It just keeps going. But there we go. We got this box. This box, and my entire inventory. We should have plenty. I invented these two this time. Now let's take some mortar. We're gonna make a bunch of blocks. I gotta make way more later, but this will be a good start. There we go. Yeah, 4 stacks should be fine. And we're gonna go mess around over there, even though it's about to be nighttime, unfortunately. But I think we'll get by. So we're definitely starting at that height. Let me try to get up there. We can run around here, to up here, hop on this, so I can hop on this. Then hop. Okay, so yeah, it needs to be this height. And I believe we're gonna start it right here. So let's just mark that real quick. All the way to this one. Marked. Then we can come down here. This is a bit of a pain because it's so tall, but we'll try. Hold on, we'll just pillar up here. Place it like this. Gotta ramp it all the way down. How far do I want it to go out though? I'm thinking I don't need to get rid of that yet. That's good to see. We'll go a couple more that way. Now imagine the top block right there is actually a roofing block, so this, it's probably gonna be pine. Does that come out enough? I think that might be fine. So let's attach it to the ground with a pillar. There we go. Yeah, I think that's actually perfect. Not too bad at all. Now I need to mirror that over here. So let's get that done. There we go. I hope they're the same size. I think they are. We're gonna have it framed off right at the top. Then I think we're gonna have a giant window here in the middle. It's gonna go all the way up and then kind of curve off to the top, so it's not like a giant square. Maybe it'll even be 2 windows. I'm not sure. We'll definitely try that out, but I need to go sleep. It's getting a bit too dark. Not really that big of an issue for me, but I realized when I was editing is a lot of the time I work in the dark and then try to edit it down into the video. It looks awful because it's dark and it's hard to see. So I'm gonna try to sleep through the darkness for you guys, even though I feel like I'm wasting time. Crap, I left the door open. Pig? Jim? He's here. There he is. We almost lost him. Do you think that water could be an issue? Like, do you think he's gonna get into it and then drown? Don't you do that, Jim. You know what? I'm gonna block this off. I hope you grow up. I don't even know if he will, but I hope he does. Also, I can see some big issues happening if he does. Imagine him growing up and then becoming hostile and he just attacks me all the time when he's in the base. I'll let him too. I'm not gonna fight Jim, but let's go to sleep. All right, we're up. So what I figured I'd go do right now is I'm gonna add the roof. Then we can work on everything after that. We're working from the top down this time. Okay, so this is gonna be the roof right here. So we'll get rid of the top blocks. Oh, you know, I probably should have left them because I can have it as a raised bit, kind of like what I do for these. And I want to add slate here. Okay, no biggie. Let's add them back. There we go. Get my slate out. Get these placed. Didn't even think about this. What do I do here? I'm not sure. You know, for this little balcony thing, what if I had a guardrail that went around this? That could be cool. We might end up doing that. For now, we're just going to leave that as is. But the balcony idea sounds cool. And I can do it for the one under me and the one above me. Okay, let's get these on. There we go. Now we can place some roofs directly under this. Going all the way across. Okay. That's the roof I've come up with. It fits the rest of the design. Wonder how it looks like from the side. Probably a bit off. We're fitting so many roofs onto here. Wait, I can't even see it. That's actually a good thing. And from the side it looks fine. Hey, I'll take it. So now here's the question. Do I get rid of everything in the middle and connect it to this? However, I don't think that's going to work out because this is going to be one floor, then that's a floor. And we need a wall here. Scratch that question. That's not happening. So I'll leave that there. Be a really intricate inside wall, that's for sure. And I need to connect this to this. I think this is basically just going to be a flat wall, maybe a tiny bit of trim. And this is going to be either 1 to 2 windows here. Either way, there's going to be a lot of glass. I'll probably make the middle one. There is a middle, right? There is not a middle. So I'll probably remove this right here and then make a door here, a great big one. Maybe I'll just leave it open right here. I'll have glass in those right there so we can see in. And I think this is going to be part of the first floor. We could have this as like a big workstation area. I think that would be super cool. So yeah, you guys get what I'm going to do. We're going to start some time lapses here. So I'm going to get to work, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey, so welcome back. We have done a lot. Let me run over here real quick. This is more or less what I was thinking of, and that is glass. I think it looks pretty awesome. It still needs some touch-ups, a lot of work. I did some stuff here too, like I added a roof right here. I think that makes it look so much better. However, I think it needs to be changed. I want to get rid of that right there. And I think I might want to make this go even out further. That way it covers this entire platform. I did do the other side as well. So we have it on both sides. And man, does it look cool on the map. Look how big it is compared to like this village. You could probably combine all the buildings and it would barely come out to this size. This thing is massive. And I can't wait to work on it. I've had some time to think of what I want to do. In here, I think it's going to be like one big open room. We're going to try to attempt to make it not look like a giant box. So we're going to round it off a tiny bit, add some big pillars down each of the sides. But the main idea is that this is going to be a giant smithy room. I'll probably remove a lot of the oak planks, but that's here for now. We're going to fill this in with windows. It should give us a ton of light, I hope. Down here, the plan is, well, we're going to section this off. This, of course, being the staircases that go up. We're going to have a door here and here. Maybe I'll have one right here. The plan is to do some sort of circle build here. So it'll be like a big circle in the middle with a door that leads to a room over here, then there, and then right here. And we're going to be able to enter each of these. We'll have some sort of workstation here. It could even be a chest room, to be honest. I do like how this is on the inside. I'm going to have to do something like this for all the walls on the inside as well. Because man, does it look so much cooler than having it just flat like this. So yeah, we have a ton of work, but I figured I'd take a break from that today. Now that we have all this done, we can finally start to do the interior. And of course, we got to do the stuff at the top. I want to have some big buildings up here. Maybe some sort of guardrail. I was also thinking about making little towers on the corners. I think that could be cool, like little castle towers. And we got to make a nice staircase that goes down to here. And a little tower right here. But that's a later me issue. I do have some things I want to share with you guys. As I'm sure you know by now, I did start up a multiplayer server. And no, this is not an advertisement for it. But since I've been playing, you guys have taught me a ton of stuff. And I think it could directly result into this building. Make it a lot cooler. So hold on one second. Oh yeah, I gotta show you Jim. There he is. That's still Jim. And it's a sow. So ideally, she shouldn't attack me. Now we just have a house pig. So first of all, I need to get this cooking. I need some quicklime. Throw that in. We shall grab some coal. Throw that in. And light. While that's doing that, I need to grab some dirt. I'm not sure if medium fertility will work, but we'll take it. Grab some grass and some red clay. So what we can do with this is we can do this and turn it into dark mud brick. We're gonna make some, and I also need to grab some sand. That'll do. Get that back in. And there we go, light mud brick. I've completely fallen in love with these blocks. Look at that. That's a nice block. Like, man, I probably could have done a lot of that with this. It would have been so much cheaper. But it's too late now. But I do really like these. I might end up using that for the path. At least one of them. Maybe even both. But let's go grab the quicklime. I'll take that. What we can do is we can add it to sand. Now we have plaster. Look at that. Just a white block. I know you guys have mentioned this before. I didn't realize how easy it was to make. I didn't realize how cheap it was. And it's freaking awesome. That just opens up so much opportunity. I have one more thing to show you that works really well with this block in particular, but I'm sure it'll work on plenty. What we can do with some wood is we can debark it, which is not what I'm trying to tell you guys, but that is something that we can do. We can put the debarked log into here and a saw to make beams, and the beams are extremely cool. I used to hate them just because I didn't understand them. You can see I've always had a beam here, which I still don't know how to get rid of. It's been bothering me ever since. You can see one singular beam here. However, I downloaded a mod that adds a beaming tool, and we're gonna go make one right now. We'll do iron, get it down, coal, light. 1 bar might be enough, but just in case we have 2. All right, let's pick it up, place, and you can see an iron crowbar, which is kind of bugging out, but whatever. Let's get it made. There we go. Now we gotta go quench it. Throw that in the water. Oh, I'm about to starve. Grab that. We're gonna go get some food. My pie should be gone, right? Yep, it's just rot. Well, we got these. And we can start eating these again. But I'll make some more pies soon. There we go. One more for the road. Okay, ideally with the crowbar, I should be able to pick up this, right? No. Why? See, this is my issue that I had. This is the one beam that put me off from using beams. Because look at this. Now it's not connected to that for sure. We'll get rid of this. And this. It's floating. See this? No block above it. Hold on. What if I get rid of that? Nope. It's a permanent beam, I swear. So anyway, if you were ever wondering why you don't see beams in my base, this one beam right here is why. However, I like them now. So I'll manage to get over it, and hopefully nothing like this happens again. Get all that down, replace the roof, and real quick, let's grab some more lime. 32, very nice. We'll just make a whole bunch of plaster, get it placed. And with the beams, you can do some insanely cool stuff like this. And it's a bit of a pain to get right, but it's so incredibly worth it. See, now we have like a frame. This would be really good for windows. However, with the plaster, it looks so insanely cool if you do stuff like this. You can add supports and stuff. Imagine that as a wall instead of some cobblestone. This just unlocks so much building for me. Basically, what I want to do is I want to go over there and I want to replace a lot of the cobblestone over there with this and little variations with it. I'm not going to put X's in all of them. Sometimes I might do just one slash. Oh yeah, let's try out the crowbar. See, what we can do is that there's a little square right there and you can just easily get rid of it. It's still a bit of a pain because as you can see, I placed this one last, but it got rid of the one right here. But it works, and that's what matters. If we need to get rid of them, I can. And this is just amazing. I can see us doing so much with this. But yeah, this is some of the things that you guys have shown me, and I'm super glad that you guys did. I can't wait to start using all this. This right here, I think, is going to be our main one. Because I want to change the path in there to this. Or at least one of them. Maybe this, because it's a little bit darker. Oh yeah, it needs a shovel to pick it up. Let's go over there real quick. Let's see. I just want to see how it would look. I don't want to make a ton and then find out that I don't like it. So we're just going to try it out real quick. Let's try the dark one out first. So imagine that is our path. I feel like that fits it perfectly. Adds a little bit more color. Definitely looks better than this. I really like that. But we could potentially mix it with something else. Like the light mud brick. Maybe we just checker pattern it. That looks kind of cool. And you can see that's the white brick. And that's the mud brick. It's almost the same thing but a little bit muddy. It is mud brick after all. But man, is it so much cheaper. I kind of like this. Not gonna lie. I do have another thing I want to test out, and it's birch, which ideally we should have plenty. Oh yeah, there we go. So let's get that sawed up. We'll turn it into planks. Now normally, I'm not too big of a fan of birch. Basically, it comes down to Minecraft, and I didn't think much of it in this game. To be honest, I never saw a birch plank until recently, but I kind of wrote it off. And one of the people in the server, oh, there goes my shovel. Anyway, one of the people in the server had a little birch design that was super simple, but I thought it looked so good. So we're gonna try it out here. So that's a regular birch plank. I really like how it has like that little red and it's not completely white. But let's do this. We're gonna be checkering it just like this. See, doesn't that look so cool? I love that design right there. However, I don't think it fits this, to be honest. For some reason, I thought it would. I think this works a lot better. And who knows, maybe I can chisel this into this, make it look super cool. I wish it was the same pattern. That way I could just do individual bricks. Like have one muddy brick here, then one light mud brick here, then another muddy one. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a bit different, so that's kind of an issue. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna mess around with this later. And let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious to know. Personally, I don't think I'm going to be going with this. But I can definitely see that inside some of the houses over there. I don't think it fits with this building. But I think it definitely fits with something like those. Especially if I do that plaster idea. So we're definitely going to try that out. So what I figured we would do next is we're going to go over to Cody's house here. And we're going to do a bit of revamping with it. I'm going to replace all this with plaster. Add some beams to it. Maybe I'll do an inside because I still want to do that for you guys. I also need a sign. I plan on putting a sign in front of everybody's house. That way we can easily tell whose it is. And I also want to make like a village sign. Possibly like right here. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to get to work on this. We're just replacing all the cobblestone with plaster. Adding beams. Maybe we'll add some other details to it to make it look right. I also want to do some stuff with the logs, like make it like this. Bring it out, give it a little bit more depth. Stuff like this right here. Just adding one extra log outside of these logs makes it look so much better. And it's something I need to get to work on. Because that alone right there makes it look so much cooler. I'd have to extend this roof out by like one. but that's fine. So we're just gonna do it for this house first. Then I'll get you guys' opinions, see if I should do it for the rest. Maybe I only do it for some houses. Like possibly I leave the smaller houses as cobble and only do the bigger houses with the plaster. I don't know, and I'd love to have your feedback. But before you comment, let me get this one up. Then we can have an idea of what we're working with. Hey, so I was doing the time lapse and it was gonna let it ride, but I wanted to show you what I was talking about. You guys might have seen it, I'm not sure, but this is bothering the crap out of me. Look at this, right? So it's supposed to place like that. Bam, it does that. In what world does that make sense? Let me get rid of this. Place. It was doing it for these too. Hold on, let me see if it does this one. Nope. There. Okay, that one worked. We're making progress. What if I do that? That worked. So all I had to do was complain about it. Okay, we did it. Man, the beams drive me crazy, I swear. But now I know that I can do stuff like this. It just looks amazing, especially with like this. However, I really, really wish it was darker wood. If I could do some sort of like dark oak from Minecraft, this would look amazing. And I didn't even finish this. I still gotta do some extra logs here and there. So I think it should look even cooler. We'll see about that though. There we go, I think that's it. I could do the top part. Well, I will leave it. I'm trying to add a little bit of depth here and there. That way it doesn't look like a flat surface. And I think this alone is already doing it. But here, this is the side that we just had, right? This is what it looked like before. This is what it looks like now. I think it looks so much better this way. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the plaster and beam look. And I gotta do some more experimenting with it, because I think there's a lot of cool stuff that we could do. And right here is just super basic. One of the guys on the server, here I'll show you what he did. Let's replace this wall real quick. Now it's not gonna be 1-to-1 because my building is different here, but with the beams, he had something like this up here, just a little box. And then he did something like this. Then of course a box down here. With an X. And that's what he did. Which I think that alone also looks super cool. Definitely something I should be looking into. He also had a cool design. I think his base was a little bit taller. So it had a cool little foundation. So we're going to be messing around with this. For now, I'm just going to do what I did over here on this building. Like this building right here where it's a lot taller. I could try something out like that. Same thing with that one. We're going to be trying a lot of this out, okay? Now I got to get rid of this. Get my beam tool. Does the beam tool even do anything? Because I can do it with my hands. Do you think I'm doing it wrong? Like, do I need to right click it? No. F doesn't do anything. I don't know if I needed this, to be honest. It doesn't seem to be helping me out. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal. By the way, we haven't even gotten into roofs yet with these. But there's some seriously cool stuff you can do with roofs, which I'm gonna have to look into. I'm super interested in learning all these different techniques that we can do to elevate our builds a little bit more from a regular cobblestone building. I do like the cobblestone look, and it was extremely cheap. You can do it early on, but I probably should have ditched it when I started to get real tools. So let me know what you guys think about this. I don't need to do this for every single building. I can do it for some of the buildings, maybe just the big ones. Maybe I do... What? Baby go. Let me go find an animal cage. I think one of these should work. Do you think he has more family around? Also, how crazy is that? We barely had any animals spawn whatsoever. And in this video, we had more spawn in the past, like, 10. But we gotta go. Another one. Okay, let's go grab another cage. Also, where did I put the other one? Is he just in the cage still? That is something I should look into. Okay, should be around here. I think I see a... There you are. Get in the cage. Let's go. So I got a bighorn lamb and another one. I don't know what gender they were, but it's awesome to see some animals around here. Oh, there's the goat. Hold on, we'll place you with him. You're their guardian, okay, Billy? If anything happens to them, I'm blaming you, and then I'm cooking you for dinner. Good, we got that handled. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to this. We're gonna just finish off this building real quick, and I'll see you guys in a minute. And welcome back, guys. I have done a lot here. Man, the beams were fighting me. That was hard to do. And the most difficult time was actually this window right here. Oh man, that was a pain. I also added some mud brick here. I think that looks super cool. And I'm also considering... Yeah, there's a shiver in there, by the way. I believe there's a bow torn in there. But anyway, I was also considering going in there and changing the entire floor into mud brick. Maybe not this one, but the darker one. That could look super cool, and we'll probably do that. I also need to add a ton of beams on the inside. There's a lot to do, but I think this was a massive upgrade on its own. And this is what I was talking about. Imagine if our entire village had this kind of vibe going instead of this. Like, look at this building, then look at that one. Night and day, this one's so much better already. And the roof even goes really well with it, saying it's also pine beams. So I'm definitely enjoying this. Hey, Shiver, you know what? We'll just get rid of you real quick. Goodbye. Where's the Bowtorn? Get you out of here. He's dead. And I'm definitely liking this. We're definitely going to need some more upgrading. Like, I think I want to do this. Add another wall right here. So that'll be its own separate room. This will be a room. I think of this, what's it called? Like a mud room. When you come in, you kick off your shoes. You leave all the dirty stuff in here. Then you come into here. It's a big main room. Unfortunately, we have this door here. That's where I would like to add a chimney. Which I have learned about chimneys. I want to mention that. That's another thing I need to do. You guys really taught me so much in such a short amount of time with that server. We're getting there. But imagine beams all around here. A nicer floor. Because I really don't like the maple planks. It's just so green. I need them to be dark. I think there's a mod that adds a bunch of new trees. One of the trees might be dark. So we're going to look into that very soon. But yeah, we're definitely going to add some interiors. I want to know what you guys think first. I believe I'm going to be leaving this house no matter what, to be honest. I spent so much time on this, I don't want to get rid of it if you guys hate it. But yeah, I think this is going to be cool. Maybe I can add the chimneys on like the left and right of this door. But that doesn't seem to be the case for this building. Imagine a decent sized table here. I want to basically be able to live in each of these houses if I ever needed to for whatever reason. Is plaster flammable? Yeah, I would assume so. I want a cooking station. I want just some basic cooking stuff in here. A bedroom, or at least just like a bed. Tool racks on the side here. And then I don't know what I'm going to use this house for yet. I don't think this is going to be like a barrel factory, to be honest. I feel like that should be reserved for one of these. Like this one right here could be the perfect one. Because I could add 2 barrels on the side here. All the way down. And that'd be plenty. I could even stack them up. But the windows... Oh, didn't mean to break that. We're also going to have to look into expanded foods because I know I need a ton of room to mess with all that. However, I don't think a lot of that can be above ground. We're going to need little basements for each of those. Speaking of basements, I did find something out from you guys as well, which is crazy. I didn't know about it. I can just connect our basement. We could add a door like right here and just have another room just like this on the other side. However, I'm thinking about just abandoning this room. Maybe we'll have it for something. We're going to obviously be moving our basement to the new house. And I'm going to put a lot more effort into it than I did with this one. Not only because it'll be a lot easier with the new tools that we have, but I want to do some chiseling, stuff like that. We're going to get rid of this floor. We're definitely doing mud brick. And I did a basement on the server, which it was mud brick on the bottom. And it was a bunch of basalt around it. It looks so much cooler. So that is something we're going to be working on. Because next video, I think we're going to start moving some things into there. If not all of it. It's definitely not going to be a done build, that's for sure. That interior over there is going to take such a long time. And it's going to be something I just continuously work on for like ever now. Then we're going to have to do like its own separate video for the stuff on top of the roof. And the stuff on top of the roof definitely needs to have windmills, that's for sure. And now we're going to need a ton of fat, to be honest. That way I can get them up and then hook them all up. We should have plenty of flax, but we're probably getting to the point where I can grow some more. It is September, by the way. I don't know when I started this video, but man, time is flying by. I normally do those giant supercuts that are like 10 hours long of the entire series every 100 days. I have a feeling that this one's going to be like 3 hours, which is crazy. Time has been just flying by. And we've been doing so much each video, which is why it's been taking a bit longer. And that also means, guys, I gotta call it here. So thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.